Okay. It says I'm live. Live. I don't know whether my camera's dirty or whether. Oh, yeah. Living the dream. Living the dream. What is going on? What is going on? Bum. Cheers, peeps. What's shaking? What is shaking? Good day, good day. Been a while since we've hung out. Hopefully I've got sound. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I haven't done this for a little while. Thanks on the W. It was pretty much blowing Aiden for sure. 100 walleyes. The crazy thing is I smoked 100 walleyes in 6 hours and 40 minutes. And I ran out of leeches. I honestly think I would have went 130 probably that day. Would have been really crazy. Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much. I've been trying to pound out the content as much as possible. It's been super windy. It's tough to film me when it's that windy. Obviously, fishing's not that bad when it's windy, but filming part of it's a little bit tougher. What reel's better, the Bantam MGL or the Corrado DC? You know what, Adam? I can't answer that because I have no experience with the Bantam MGL. I have played with the Corrado DC a little bit, and it is pretty awesome. So that's all I can really give you. Ever try 2-ounce bottom bouncers and slow death in a minnow? I haven't used a 2-ounce bottom bouncer. I don't know if I ever really would have to use that because I don't fish with a lot of current. I could probably get away with a 1/2 ounce, something like that, but I'm sure it would be deadly. I know Mike's supposed to be windy for a while. I heard tomorrow's supposed to be nice. I'm going to try to sneak out to the lake tomorrow. But there's some crappy weather coming behind that, though. Did you or would you tell us what lake you're on? I was on Lake of the Prairies. I had to launch on the Saskatchewan side because that's the rules right now type of thing. But yeah, it's Lake of the Prairies on the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border. Is the E6 rod you use a walleye rig rod? Yes, it is. The one I was using in that video is on my bobber. That was a walleye rig rod. 70K winds. Bleh. Hitting Crooked on Friday. Oh, Crooked. I haven't been to Crooked for quite a while. I was there the first day and opening their first 2 days, maybe something like that. Still so cold. It was like mid 40s. Found some low 50s. Fish just weren't in the shallows at all. It was bleh. Bites on Lake of the Prairies right now, though. That's for sure, as you saw from the video. If you watched the video. Yeah. What's everybody been up to? Tell me some stories. Missing the whole guiding thing right now. Today, June 10th, would mark the first day that we'd have guests in camp. So that's kind of, it's weird. It's really weird. Game fishing Minnesota. I'm good today. Thank you very much. How did the pre-fishing go? Pre-fishing for the competition Jay and I did, it was really good. I found a bunch of fish. I was comfortable with my game plan, and as you saw, if you watched the video, it was good. It's really good. Been good here, Mooseman too. Yeah, I saw a bunch of photos there, Mike, putting on the hurt. That's awesome. Matthew Hawes, have you been to Togo at all? I was up there during the pre-fish for the tournament against Jay, their competition, and it was pretty good too. I just didn't have to run that far, especially being so windy and all the cameras. My plan was definitely not to run that far for sure. Just slamming bullheads in Minnesota. The old bulls. The old bulls. Got into the crappies last weekend. Nice. I've still never caught a crappie. That's pretty lame, hey? Pretty lame. Probably sneak out with Jay at some point once the whole border's open and we will get out there. Old lady's mom pulled a 40-inch pike out of there last week. Nice. Nice. Your top 5 would have beat Jay this time too. Yeah, probably. It would be close for sure. I was over 100 inches in my top 5. I had like a 25, 223s, 222. So I would have beat Jay probably. Those are estimate in terms of size. Yeah. The top 5 day, I had a tough day. Fishing wasn't on. and I ran around too much. I spent too much time boating from spot to spot, and yeah, just mistakes, right? Like I talked about in the video, like competitions, you gotta have a game plan and try to stick to it. As soon as you start second guessing yourself, you get thrown off your bite. Laker bite is hot on Athapat. Yes, I need to get there. Need to get there. Do you find much difference of the E6 and the IMX walleye rig rods? The IMX walleye rods are definitely a lot lighter than the E6X rods, I would say. The biggest notice you'll see is in the guides. The guides on the IMXs are almost all recoil guides, and they're a little bit lighter than the E6. But in terms of the E6X, though, is a really good entry level rod for walleye fishing for sure. Like, definitely. Apologize, the question's already asked. When was this day? Chris, that day was last Tuesday, I think. Last Tuesday. Yeah, so a week ago. It's so hard, like when you're filming and then you're trying to edit and keep up with things. Jay had a couple videos to put out before he got to this one, and myself, that was like a 24-hour edit on that one. It was painful. Yeah, last mountain can be tough when the bite terms off. It's off. I still feel like you still catch them somewhere, right? Like if you're a really good walleye fisherman, which I'm not, I'm good, but I'm not amazing, is that you should be able to find them even when the fishing is slow or tough. When am I coming to Alberta, Scott? No plans for a little bit of a while. No, for a while anyway. Who's things that I miss here? We used to go to Walson every year at this time. Stuck with the COVID situation. Never caught a crappie. I've never caught a largemouth bass. Largemouth bass are pretty cool. Pike slamming his walleye. Yeah, that was unreal. If you guys haven't seen Jay's video, you need to go check it out. Like a 40-inch pike crushed a walleye, and he got them both in the net. Like that happens every once in a while where you'll have a pike swipe at a perch, a crappie, obviously, or a walleye, and then it's gone, right? Like you lose them both, or the pike lets go of the walleye, but he got them both in the net, which is like so rare. I've tried to do it multiple times. I've never had it. Best areas to find walleyes on a new lake? Well, where the walleyes are. Drop-offs, I would definitely start at drop-offs and points always. And then the close, any of the really close bays that are like close to the points. Any of the bays that are close in relations to the point. There, hope I worded that better. Something like that. Still putting the hurt on those leech traps. Yes, the leeches have been pretty good. This morning was a crappy morning. I don't know why. Like I'm still trying to figure out the whole leeches. Like it's so weird how one day is good, the next day is not. You'll have one trap that's here, it's full, one trap over here, and it's empty. Like obviously they sense each other and they go towards each other. Like it's so weird. I'm still trying to figure them out. Did I put in for a big game draw? I did, D. Hoffman, Dason. I put in for mule deer, for moose, for elk, for antelope. I put in for all, and I'm in double A, super A pool, I guess it's called, for everything. So fingers crossed, hopefully. Hello, Brock and Evan. Evan, were pulling for Jay, right? That was you, and then your boy was pulling for me. So hopefully your boy can ride your coattails a little bit. What's the best place to catch big fish in England? I could not tell you. I'm still running the Evan route. I'm trying to go back to some questions up here. Hi, Tigger. Look at this. Is the biggest cat in the world, but he's so cuddly and friendly. Tigger, come here. Cats are assholes. Excuse my language. Cats are jerks, but he's so cuddly. Look, good. You lost $5, Evan. Good on you. Hey, Clayton, don't have time to watch now. I just want to say hi. Hi, 8 Meals. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. I just went fishing on Athapap and have been landing Lakers. Nice, man. Nice. Can you catch catfish in England? I do not know. I know nothing about England. Nothing. You keep spamming you that, so I'm going to have to block you there, bud. So maybe I answered your question for you. I won't, but I do not know if you can catch catfish in England. I know nothing about England. I feel you guys tricked me. No, we didn't trick you, Evan. I promise. Nothing was shared ahead of time. Nothing. Okay, I won't block you. Just don't spam too much there, PXC. But that's your question. I know nothing about England. Zero. I'm from Canada. Eh? Finally, another one. Yes, I know it's been a while. It's been a while for a live chat, but here we are having a little hangout, talking, talking. Clay will be heading back to the lodges if things open up. Chris, my lodge will officially not open up this year, so I will not be up there at all. So yeah, I've got some other adventures planned though. Bumper and I, who is another guide at Wollaston, we've always wanted to explore new water, right? Like in different areas that we've never been, because we've been guiding there for. He's been there for 9 years. I've been there for 17. So we're gonna put the boat on the truck and the wall tent, and we're just going. We're going camping for like 5-6 days. We're just gonna take off and we're gonna go. We're gonna film it all. The adventure. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so pumped for it. Last time you lost so bad, I lost faith for a second. I know, volatile. I had so much fun with that because Jay's been saying that word so much, and he's been crushing me in the whole minnow and a minnow thing. So it was awesome. So much fun. Just joking. When is your personal Logan? I must have missed your other thing, or just joining. What is your personal favorite bait for big walleye? Jigging wraps. Jigging wraps in the summer probably. Trying to send a super chat but not working. All good. It should be on my side, but if you can't get to work, hey, all good. I'll have a drink with you anyway. If there's another Jay versus Clay, what do you think the challenge could be? There's going to be more Jay versus Clay. Actually, we've kind of decided to. I'm going to call it Clay versus Jay, and he's going to call it Jay versus Clay. I'm going to call it Clay versus Jay, and he's going to call it Jay versus Clay. We're going to use our first names first for when we say it because it's so confusing. Is it Jay versus Clay or is it Clay versus Jay? It doesn't matter. It's probably loud. It's Clay versus Jay. It's fun. But what is the competition going to be? We do not know. Jay's going to dream up something probably. I had the last competition. I picked it, so it'll be his turn because he lost to pick something out. Ever thought of joining 39 hours? That's basically not up to me for sure. There's a lot of hours in production into that thing for sure, though. Crazy. I saw another question here I wanted to hit and I just missed it. Any plans for a summer perch video? Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do some summer perch for at some point. Last year in the fall time, I found some perch on the down imaging, but you couldn't see them on the 2D sonar. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that, how I could find them on the down imaging because there was such a small speck or a mark, but then I couldn't find them on the 2D image at all or the scan. So it was cool. So hopefully I'll do something like that. If you're going camping in a geeky campground, it might be a little too close to work. But the pike at the river are crazy aggressive. Yeah, I've done some fishing down the Geeky River. They're pretty aggressive and fun for sure. Lake trout. I saw lots of lake trout. Yes, I'm definitely doing some lake trout. I don't know if we'll do a Jay versus Clay. Maybe we will when we're at the same lake at some point and do a Jay versus Clay or something like that. I find the Laker thing could be really volatile in terms of where you are going to be in terms of the lakes. Certain lakes will have advantages. So maybe we'll go to a lodge like in Manitoba, Athapap, Baker's Narrows, Caribou, wherever. He'll stay at Viking, I'll stay at Caribou. And maybe we'll do something like that, have like a challenge or a competition like that. They're so much fun. They're like, even though that's just completely for fun, there's nothing on the line besides some bragging rights. The whole competition vibe is fun, right? Like it just gives you talk about in a video last year or 2 years ago about making a goal for yourself for the day. That's kind of what it turns into. So Clay and Cindy versus Jay and Sam. I don't know if I want to put Cindy through a day of 8 hours on the water with me. She'll be leaving me. She'll be kicking me out of her house and leaving me. I wouldn't blame her. Mike, have a good night to you as well. How about pike on hot dogs? We're not going to do that. I don't know how I feel about the whole hot dog thing. I heard they don't digest them well. Does anybody confirm that? I'm not sure, but what's up with Uncut Angling? Do you know what that guy's been up to? Aaron will do Aaron. I love the guy to death. He was not going to put out a video for the longest time, but I guarantee you the next video he puts out is going to be epic. It's going to be better than anything I put out, better than anything Jay puts out. He takes more time to do it, right? And whereas Jay or I will try to crunch out a video in a day or two, Aaron will take his time, and it's like an art. It's not just a vlog or what Jay and I do. So it'll come. I know he's got something special coming. That's all I'll tell you. I just don't know when. I always bug him because he'll get out, and open water early season. And I was bugging him, was like, well, you can put the boat away now and you can start fishing, at first ice, and he always says end of April. So yeah. I'd rather see your ugly mug on a daily basis. I appreciate it, Chris, for sure. It is everybody does it differently, right? I have to put out a pile of videos right now because it's better for me probably, and it's tough to you only put out a few videos every once in a while. It's hard to gain any traction. Aaron's videos are just so good. I have so much respect for him in that sense. He's an editing master. Jay too, like Jay's so solid with the camera and the editing skills, and Nick does an amazing job on his videos too. Like, it's so good. If you guys haven't watched Jay's video today, like, I felt bad because I like trash talked him in my video the whole time, and his videos got like these epic, like 4 trips that we've done or fish we've caught together and stuff like that. Like, it was so good. His video was so cool. It brought back so many memories of like the awesome stuff that we've done and shared a boat together and the crazy trips. Like, I remember the Sturgeon trip on the Fraser River. 10 days, we just went blind. Boats would stare at us because like we got this 17.5-foot tiller and there's like jet boats everywhere. And they're like, what are you guys doing here in your little dinghy? You guys are going to die. Like, we just figured it out. We started off so slow. I remember our first like 4 or 5 days, we catch like 2-3 sturgeon a day. Our last 3 days, no word of a lie, we caught 35 plus sturgeon a day. We ended up the trip 10 days with 175 sturgeon. It's insane. I'll quit rambling. I'll get back to some questions here. J versus Clay, 39-hour style format. That would be pretty cool. Tough though. There's so much production that goes into it. When you come into Athpap, as soon as the borders open, I will be up in northern Manitoba. I really will. What's next? YouTube. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You'd have to go through some of Jay's videos and probably find it in there. He definitely knows how to get an audience, but so do you, Clay. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it. I think my girlfriend likes you more than me. Thanks for the great content. We both love watching you from the Aaron. How do you pronounce that? Arondax, New York. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it for sure. It's cool that you and your girlfriend can share it together. It's always funny when Cindy and I will be out and the girl will come up to us and she's like, looks at me and says, I hear your voice more when I'm falling asleep in bed than I do my husband's because he's watching the videos as he's going to sleep. It's so funny. It's all funny. I love it. When you come to the Rainy Lake, again, honestly, as soon as the whole COVID things and they let us kind of move around a little bit. Let's see you fish in the Vanity Cup or the Sask Walleye Tour. I get smoked, Dusty, for sure. I'm not skilled enough. I fished in the Saskatchewan Walleye Trail Tournament last fall, my first one in 18 years. We were 9th. I fished with a guy that knows the lake very well, though, so I definitely had a huge advantage in that part. But I'd get smoked for sure. It's like anything when it comes to fishing. Experience is greater than anything else. No matter how good your hook sets are and your skill wise in fishing, experience will always top everything. Always. So the guys that have the experience out there, they're always going to have the advantage. Now, obviously, there's a difference between guys that are really good and have the experience and can capitalize on it, and guys that have experience and just don't have the skill side of it. I'm confident enough that with experience on bodies of water like the Vanity or the Walleye Trail, all that stuff, with enough time, yeah, I could crush it for sure. I do quite well, but I don't have near the experience for it. Not even close. Not even close. How many hours of overtime did you put into this last episode? I don't know what you mean by overtime. I only fished for the 8 hours on the actual water, but the actual editing took me 24 hours. What's going on? Tigger was on the video earlier. He came down and I was laughing because he wouldn't come here. It's like he's the biggest cat ever. This cat crawls all over me like all the time. You would not believe it. Come here, Tigger. He's a giant cat. Giant cat. Come here. Oh, and he always sticks his claws. Look at this thing. He's a Boone and Crockett cat. Look at him. He's not having any of this right now. He's mad. Where'd you come from? He's mad. He's such a cuddly cat. He's grumpy. He's grumpy. Live scope and your experience with it. It's really cool. I think it's an awesome tool to have. It's like having another sand wedge in your golf bag. If anybody has any relation towards golfing, it's not something I always want to rely on for sure, because it's Well, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a sandwich. I'd still take the side imaging and the mapping over the Humminbird any day. If I could have both on my boat at the same time and you could afford something like that, yeah, for sure. Live Scoper 360. I haven't played a 360 yet. I'm hoping to have one coming at some point. So yeah. How about Javers Clay, everybody? Yeah, Live Scoper 360. I already answered that one. Congrats, bro. Just watched both the videos. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. It was a fun competition for sure. Ashley, how can a person fish with you? It's so hard. If you're under 17, I'm having a giveaway for anybody in like Saskatchewan, Manitoba that wants to fish in a Generation Next Angler tournament. Those entries have to be in by June 21st. Still some time for that. In terms of that, Ashley, it's really tough. Like, you get messages all the time. I would wish I could fish with everybody, but it's like I even have tough time fitting time in for family and stuff too, right? Like, so luckily Carter, when he comes with me, I can film videos and stuff, so it makes it easier. I'm 17 at heart. Of course, dude, I loved your Ice Fishing Laker series. Thank you very much. The Ice Fishing Laker series is probably my favorite for sure. It's so good. I love lake trout fishing. I'm hoping to crush them in the summer yet too. What's your favorite combo for walleye? In terms of rods, it all depends what you're using for lures, but I really love the Stratic 1000s. I really do. I love how light they are. You don't, unless you're casting long distances, you don't need anything bigger than a 1000. That's pretty much, in terms of the rod, it's all depending on what you're going to be using, like in terms of jigging wraps, rigs, jigs. There's so many different things that you could kind of mix in. What's your, I just missed a question I wanted to get real quick. What's your best tip for a new walleye angler? Riley, just get out and fish a lot. You're going to fail before you succeed. I've failed so much this year. I'm still going to fail in the future again. Obviously, just get out and do it. You're going to have awesome days and you're going to have really slow days. Just, it's all about building a puzzle, except for it's a 35,000 piece puzzle that it takes you forever to put it all together. And even when you do think you finally have it all together, there's always pieces missing. That's probably the best analogy I can give you on that one. Saw some people trash talking Tom Boyd in the premier's not cool. I don't think anybody was trash talking him, to be honest, from what I saw. I saw a lot of people saying good things about him. Tom makes awesome videos for sure. You can't really compare videos though, like in terms of Tom's our style. Tom does a straight technical video and he goes out and catches a few fish. And I guarantee you he makes it look easy, but he probably has days where he catches 5 fish and puts a video out of it, makes it seem like he's caught 100 fish in a day, but it doesn't happen. But his videos are amazing. If you want to learn stuff about walleye, totally. Like, and for about fishing, they should spend time on his videos for sure. But I don't think anybody was bashing him from what I saw today, honestly. If they were, I missed it. What are you using for bait in the leech traps? I found the leftovers from filleting fish work the best for me. I'm going to start using that, actually, Craig. I'm going to start using some leftovers from the fish for sure. I've been using leftover deer meat mostly. Stuff like from scraps from the ribs and whatever that wasn't no good. I froze and then using it now in the summertime. I missed some, kind of cut them off next time, Jordan. I missed something up there. Hope everything was good. Jordan. Thanks, Jordan. Hope everything's good. Did I miss something up there? Did something happen that I really should have seen? Sorry if I missed something there. I feel like there's something I should have seen in there. So sorry about that. You can bring it up again and I'll try to get to it there. I feel like I missed something. Wish I love the videos. Wish I could fish as much as you. Mike, I don't fish as much as you it appears to be, but I do fish a lot for sure. I do. Any tips for Laker fishing right now? Shallow. Cold. You know what? Laker fishing, 52 degrees. That's one of the things that you should definitely look for. 52 degrees. What's the best way to get a good deal on rods, reels, and gear in Canada? Wait for sales at Pokies in Regina? I'm thinking maybe, probably. In terms of like, there's nowhere you can like get like deals, right? Like, yeah, I get some deals through Shimano and other companies at times because I do stuff for them, but when it comes to fishing gear, you get what you pay for. And you can get some nice rods for relatively cheap, like $100, $120. E6X from Loomis make an excellent entry level walleye rod, I call them, and their whole E6 series in that size is a good entry level rod. Now you get more into your IMXs and your GLXs; those cost a little bit more, but you will notice the difference for sure. You will. Stephen, you're very welcome for the videos. Jay and I have fun talking or making these videos for you guys, and thank you for watching them. Was out the other day, and 52-54 was magic. There you go, Kurt. You said it best right there. That's I learned that from Larry Dahlberg years ago, and he's like 52 degrees is like one of the magic numbers. Yeah, I sent about 10 super chats failed to go through. You're going to get a nice payday. Matthew, if something happens where all of a sudden I got 10 super chats, and I will I'll refund them for you. Don't worry. If something like that ever happens, let me know. I would never do that for you. That would not be cool. Not be cool. We'll figure it out for sure. Still want to send some bucktail walleye jigs to you. How should I send them? Send me a message on Instagram and I can get you an address. Would be the best way. Definitely. Thanks for being awesome, bud. Thank you very much. I appreciate the comments for sure. I heard YouTube takes half of the money from super chats. Is that true? I think they take 40% actually is what it is. I think. I don't think it's quite half, but it's, yeah, they take 40% of it. The pillow is cool, isn't it? Carter got that for me for Christmas, I think it was. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And hello to you. Clayton, I know you love the jig and the leech and the jig in the minnow. Ever caught a walleye and a live frog? I haven't. As far as I know, where the waters I'm fishing on, I couldn't put a live frog. Maybe in Lake of the Prairies, but I still don't. Yeah, maybe in Lake of the Prairies, but I know I can't use a live frog in Saskatchewan. Or I'm 95% sure I couldn't, but I bet you it would work for sure. I'm sure it would. I missed a comment up there. I'm going to read this weekend. Have fun up there. I'm jealous. I wish I could get up there right now. Any tips for finding midday walleye? Easy to find them during prime time, but suck at finding them midday. Midday, find them wherever they're gonna, they're gonna be at prime time. Look for the closest, like some kind of steeper structure, something that drops off relatively quick. A lot of times they're going to be holding on that structure, waiting to come up at the end of the day. Don't fish too deep for them. You don't want to get any deeper than like 32 feet because you'll cause barotrauma issues. But look towards wherever they're going to be, because they're going to come up to a flat that later in the day. Just slide off somewhere to where they're a little bit more of a deeper structure, deeper edge, and look for there. If it's all a shallow lake, then they're probably down belly in the mud somewhere. And you're going to have to just go super, super slow presentations over them and hoping that you can get the leech to come up or right in front of their face and they just open their mouth and suck it in. That's all I got for you. Fun to see you guys doing 1v1s. They're a lot of fun for sure. Sask, frogs, salamanders, and crayfish may not be used as bait. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. So good. What is the name of the company that makes the flutter spoons that you were using during the winter? The flutter spoons were made by, the name is literally at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember right now. I can't remember. Send me a message on Instagram and I will find that for you. The name is like right there and I just can't think of it. You ever fish Deep and Baker? I do. Not a lot though. Not a lot. I will at some point for sure get over there this summer. I want to spend some time there and learn it more for sure. Well, the frostbite, no, Scott and Jordan, the frostbite spoons are the dinner bells. So I've been using those, but those aren't. I think he's talking about the flutter fish I was using. But yes, frostbite does have a spoon, has a great spoon. Any species you prefer on hard and soft water? Lakers is my number one, I'd say, probably, and then walleye would be second, probably. Actually, open soft water, pike is one of my favorite. One of my favorite. Ever caught a pike on a walleye? No, but Jay has. Does uncut angling fish anymore? Sometimes. Need more merch. Yes, D. Hoffman, Dason, we do need more merch. We do. Nothing sold for a while. I've got a bunch of awesome hats left. They're over there in the corner, so I should pull them out. But I've got some really nice flex fit hats left, and then still got lots of primetime hoodies yet too. Which fish was more exciting, the laker or the grouper? Probably the grouper, because it's like probably a once in a lifetime opportunity. The Lakers, I feel like I'm going to get more cracks at the Laker came before the grouper too, so it was like the Laker was obviously one of the highlights of my fishing, and then the grouper just kind of topped it. Yeah. Do you prefer a tiller over council? I definitely prefer a tiller. I do. I just like the fishability in it. I like to have all this room for cameras. I like having my little office in one area, and I can fish. I can do everything. I can drive. It's just awesome. Tiller light. I'm a tiller guy for sure. Plan on fishing northern Wisconsin this year. I probably will not fish northern Wisconsin this year. A lot of it to do with the COVID for sure. A shirt with your face on it would be awesome. Oh, who would want this ugly mug on a shirt? It would not be good. I'd have to make that a special order, Jason. That'd be a one-time order thing. Any disadvantages of the tillers? You're gonna get wet when it's windy and rough. You're probably gonna get wet at some point. Got any videos how to trap them leeches? I got some videos already out there. I need to do some more though in the future for sure. You guys changed the way I look at tillers. I used to be a counselor guy. Kurt, man, tillers are like, if you're gonna always fish big water in tournaments, maybe a council, I don't know. You could sharpshoot so much better with like tillers too if you need to. And yeah, I'd pay $50 for a shirt with Clayton's face on it. No, you wouldn't. You're a liar. You're a liar. Tiller life. Tiller life. I once caught a rainbow on a fly as I brought in a brown, came in and got to bring in both. That's really cool. That's really cool. No, it wasn't Mason. I'm going back up there. It wasn't a Northland Flutter Spoon. It was a Spins and Jigs. Is that a company? Spins and Jigs? Something like that? Could be. How much do you make before taxes? $10. And then the government takes 45%. No. Sometimes I make $11 in a good year. Yeah, I'd pay $100. We'll see. There's a logo that I haven't put out that Jason has made in the past, like with the big cartoon Clayton Schick thing. It's good. Maybe I need to talk to him and get something out there at some point. Ever fish with Hadia in Milwaukee? I haven't. I'd like to at some point though. At some point. I don't even know how he's been doing lately with the whole COVID thing out there. The whole guiding industry just sucks right now. I'd pay $50 or any juju to catch over 100 walleye in 8 hours. Primetime hoodies, man. And actually, what was the really hot one this winter? Everybody had like so much good luck with was my toques or my beanies, the CSO toques. They were like the lucky hat. Are you a Rider fan? I'm not really a football fan, Nick, to be honest. So I'm not a Rider fan. I'm not gonna lie. Slender Spoon. That was the one. That's the one that we were using. What's the Slender Spoon made? Who's it made by, Eric? Because that's the one we were trying to talk about earlier. Any hobbies outside of fishing and hunting? My girlfriend. Yeah, probably my girlfriend. Puppy. I used to have a puppy. That was a huge hobby for me. I'd like to get another puppy at some point, but it'd be a couple years before that. Custom jigs and spins. There's right there. That's who makes the Slender Spoon. If you guys are still listening to that. I have a council boat, a pretty nice one. Wish I bought a tiller. Once you start fishing, you leave the office with all electronics controls. Maybe a council is better in shallow bays. I don't know. Council or a tiller is like I said, the only the con. We're still on that subject a little bit. When it's rough out and windy, like you're gonna get wet. It's a better ride for you because you're at the back of the boat, and the back of the boat is always your calmest. But in the sense that like you're gonna get wet. Like I can't tell you, like there's like all these memes that float around, and it's like not raining, you're still gonna get wet in a tiller. When it's calm, it's no problem. But yeah, you're gonna get wet. When big game hunting, what gun do you use? Aiden, all of my guns are banned now, so no, I have for bigger game, I have a 300 Ultra Mag, which is overkill. I have a 308, which I really like as well. Cindy, did you wear that all day? I did wear that all day. I know that joke. I know that joke. Can't get me. So reassuring you're not a Rider fan. I'm just not any. I'm just not a football fan. Like I'll watch some games, but it's not like I cheer. Like you're not going to catch me watching a football game, really. Tell Jay to join you in a live chat. I know Jay and I need to do one together at some point. We'll do one. I don't know. We'll do one of those on here. You can do a live chat. What do they call it? I don't know, Zoom or whatever, something like that. We'll do it with a 16-foot boat handle bigger lakes. I'd recommend a 17.5 for the bigger lakes. It will handle it, but when it's rough, it's rough. That's all I can really say. Do you watch Tom Bowley's channel? I do watch his channel from time to time. I don't watch all of his videos, but his videos are very well done. Like he just very specific orientated, like in terms of like he gets a point across and that's what he does for that video, right? It's like one little thing every time. He has a very good program going. He's blowing up right now. He's doing such a good job. I've tried about 50 super chats. Don't worry, Matthew. All good. All good. Clayton, we've all want to know. We all have wanted to know, you're the best, but who's really the better angler, Jay or Aaron? Who are you going to toss under the bus? Jaron. That's who's the better angler. I don't really know. Aaron's won KBI. Jay hasn't, but Jay's had some top KBI finishes. Sorry, you're not going to get that answer from me. They're both better anglers than me. That's all that matters. If you get a moose draw, if I get drawn for a moose, I guarantee I'll make a video out of it. Guaranteed for sure. I'd buy a clay bunny hug. I have some primetime hoodies out right now, but we'll see. We'll toy around with some Clayton Schick outdoor hoodies in the future for sure. Haven't heard of Holy Murphy. I know. It's weird how I always have like different sayings once in a while. I met Rickles Fish. I missed that up there. I must have missed some other things too. I love that too. The Aaron. So good. Is Aaron done making videos for a while? No, Aaron's gonna come up with a giant video right away. You'll see. It'll be good. Your content is just as good, if not better, than Tom's. I appreciate Greg. They're totally different videos, right? Like his videos are so much more technological, and mine's kind of out fishing for the day. And if I could throw in a hint or a tip, I would. But I want to fish too. Like I just want to go out, enjoy my day, and set goals and try to catch many big fish as I can, etc. So yeah, COVID classic. I'm just joking. I would have poke and prod. I missed whatever you set up there, Travis. But yeah, COVID classic. Oh, you have a tournament up there coming up. Yes, the COVID classic. It sounds like you're almost full though. Chad, better ride with a fiberglass. Yes, it definitely is a better ride for sure. Definitely. What's the best way to go about fishing walleye without the side imaging to pinpoint spots to spend time fishing on? Trial and error. Like side imaging, I just started to really use this year for walleye because I haven't done a lot of side imaging for walleye in the past, right? Because I don't do any like springtime walleye fishing. So it was the first time I really got to see how effective it was in the shallows. But really, it's just a trial and error thing. Like you see a point that's got some wind blowing up into it, stop, cast into it. As soon as you start to get deeper, like 6-7 feet, you can definitely start to mark a lot on the 2D imaging. But the side imaging, it's obviously awesome, but it's all about just spending some time fishing like over and over. There's times I don't mark fish on the side imaging. I still catch them. So it's not like you're always going to see them on a side imaging. That day on my video, like it was clear. Like there was like those are stacks of walleye or groups of walleye coming through. It was like all day. It was crazy. Tom is instructional from 3 weeks prior. Watch an old uncut angling video where you did some carp fishing with a herring rig. Would you use some carp fishing on the channel? I will do some carp fishing for sure on the channel, for sure. I'd like to spend some time actually with an angler out of Roblin, Ryan Ginter. He's been on uncut angling stuff before. He's one of the most talented carp anglers in the area. And then, of course, there's Justin, too, who is also a very talented carp angler. They just take the games like the next level, right? Like it's like that's what they've honed in on and specialized in it at times, and they're just so good. I want to catch some carp on the fly rod at some point. There's so much I want to do. There's just not enough time. Can't believe it's like literally I've got my schedule all the way planned out to like the end of June already. Actually, who am I kidding? I've got my schedule planned out to already like July 4th or 5th because of that Generation Next Angler tournament too. Just got a Garmin 7 for the wheel and a 4-inch striker for the front shoulder. Do you think it's worth getting the 10 to replace the 7? I like the 10s over the 7s for sure. It's a big noticeable difference. I just changed in the back of my boat yesterday. You saw from my video, I have a 12 and a 7. I took my 10 from up front and I moved it to the back for now until I have another 10 coming. But the 10's awesome finder. Like, it's big, it's nice. You can put split screen on there, everything. It's definitely pretty awesome. Going to mess with AP Bassi and the Googans. I like Perrick for sure. I know a lot of people don't, but the conversations I've had with him, he's a good kid. Carter said his supper was so good, he saved you a bit to take with you tomorrow. I made Carter fish tacos tonight. He just ate it right now. So that's good to know, Cindy. Thank you. Clayton, for me and Stromas Outdoors, thanks for being the real man. Great content, very informative. Thanks very much, Travis. I appreciate it. Just trying to keep it real. Trying to keep it real. Ever had problems with Fenwick rods breaking on you? Mike, I have no experience with Fenwick rods, so unfortunately I can't really help you out on that one. I apologize. Dave Wilson, hey Clay, nice to see you on here again. You bet, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. I'm like allergic to alcohol when I'm talking lots. I get stuffed up by the time I have a couple drinks. It's so crazy. So crazy. Bigger screen, the better, 100%. Are you a Humminbird fan? I like the Humminbird a lot. They would definitely be my favorite one right now. They have really good fish separation, bottom separation from what I've seen. I like the side imaging. I really love the side imaging part of it too. And obviously, I just said that. I read another comment. I love the mapping on the Humminbirds. The mapping is so good. So good. I've played a little bit with the Garmin's, and the live scopes are awesome. But like I said at the beginning of the chat, it's just another like wedge in your golf bag, or another tool, another golf club in your bag. It's not something I would just want to have all the time, but it's definitely handy for sure. No, they're not White Claws. I meant to buy White Claws, and I actually bought vodka soda. It's actually really good. There's no sweetener in it. There's zero sugar, zero carbs, but it's got booze. It's like drinking water and vodka, right? So, yeah. I'm drunk after taking all those shots every time I saw. Oh, you were taking a shot when you saw the asterisk. That's funny. That's funny. Have you thought about getting the Humminbird 360? Yes. I should have one coming at some point. Hopefully to play with it this year for sure. Where's the apple rum? Dave Wilson, it's right here, actually. The apple smash. Apple smash. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Since you guide, what would you say is proper etiquette for tipping? Greg, that's a great question. Hard to answer because every experience is different. Tip good if you had an experience better than you expected. Tip normal or average if it's just what you expected. If the guide was on his phone all day and he didn't put an effort in, stiff him. Give him nothing. But explain to him and say, look, this is why I'm not tipping you. You were on your phone. You didn't seem like you were trying all day. You stayed in one spot when we weren't catching fish. You didn't want to move around. I expected we would do more. So explain to him, right? So he can improve for the future. But it's like, well, as a guide, I've had giant tips and I've had low tips. There's no right answer. It's so hard. Every lodge, every situation is different. Don't ever tip out of your comfort zone. That makes sense. Like, don't tip and then go home later and go, man, I really needed that money tomorrow to buy groceries. Like, don't ever tip out of your comfort zone. But if you can afford it, give the guide a good chunk of change, right? Like, it all depends on it's such a hard question, you guys. Such a hard question. Honestly, Like you could do a percentage, like your standard 15, 20% like that, right? Or 10% and then up it more if he's better. It's honestly a hard question. You can ask the guide. There's nothing wrong with it by saying, hey, excuse me, I want to leave you a great tip because you did such a good job today. Be honest with me and tell me what your average tip is, or or whatever it is, and he'll tell you honestly, especially if you have a good relationship with him. If you go back more and more, up it every time you go. Say you have a $600, I'll give this example. Say you have a $600 guided trip. At the end of the day, you got a great trip, you give him $100 extra. Then the next time you go back, you give him $150. And then maybe the next time you go back, you give him $200. You know what I mean? Like you find that $25 a fish. Come with me then, Boondocker. Come with me for a day. Tip me $25 a fish. Bring your checkbook. No, just kidding. Matthew Hawes, one of your super chats work. Cheers to you. I really appreciate it. Love the channel and the content. Keep up the great work. The channel got me back into fishing, hunting after a long hiatus. I'm glad you enjoy yourself out there. For sure, Matthew. It's awesome. Cheers. Oh, that's good, but not good. Carter, I tip Clayton good when he takes me fishing. Yeah, you give me nothing. Can you guess as a percentage? I think Craig answered maybe up there, like 20% is a really good tip for sure. I saw you run splash guards. Do you back troll a lot, or do you use things like spot lock often in fan cast? I prefer to back troll or keep my back into the wind as much as possible because it's your best boat control. Spot lock is great for sure, but I would prefer the splash guards in the back troll for sure. The splash guards are awesome, and I'm running awesome splash guards there from Whitecap. They're relatively cheap for that matter. They're not that bad, so yeah, definitely recommend them. What did I see up there? $600 for $600 two people. Chad, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it all depends what you're like. What time? Like, going back to the tipping thing, it all depends on like what you're doing, right? Like, you tip somebody $100, $200 a day extra. It's usually pretty good for most trips. Obviously, some lodges are a little bit higher for sure. Darcy, dude, you killed the latest video. Nice job, like the Prairie's called. It was a very good day. Very good day. Boondocker better get a free. You'd get a free bunny hog. Boondocker, if you came with me and tipped me $25 a fish, I'll give you a free bunny hug. Heck, you can take 2. I'm just a kid, but I got it my mom's friend for 30 brownies, and I also got a $20 tip, so I was super happy. Joey, that's the comment of the night. I love it. 30 brownies? I'd probably run a trip for 30 brownies. Awesome. It's amazing. 130 times 25 per fish. That's $3,200. Thanks for the great answer, Clay. That was really informative. Oh, that's awesome. I was joking with the whole $25 fish. That's hot. All season angler skipped work to watch this. Well, cheers to you. Cheers to you, all season angler. We're going to put this one in the shot glass this time because I don't even know how much I drank the first time. It's kind of fast. Cheers. Cheers to you and work, right? Who needs work when you have YouTube? $600 guide trip. Is it one person a day? That would be 2 people in a boat, I would say, probably, for a $600 guide trip. I don't know if that's, I'm just using $600 as like an example. I think like Lane, the Mountain Man, there, $750, I believe is what it is. So if you had 2 people in the boat at $750 and 20% of that would be $150, right? So $150 would be a great tip for $75 a person, $150 to the guide, be a great tip. Better head out. It's late in Ontario. Yes, it's late. I know because it's almost 10 o'clock here already, right? So it's 11 o'clock there or 12, depending on what part of Ontario you're from. So thanks for stopping by, Kurt. That's awesome. Tight lines to you. Cheers. If you could take one fishing trip right now, where would it be? Probably the Keys and the tarpon. I miss tarpon. Or GT fishing somewhere probably would be the thing too. Somewhere I'd want to go somewhere like in the dead of winter when ice fishing isn't as good, and I'd want to go somewhere like I don't know, some magical tropical island with nice white sand beaches and fish for bonefish and GTs and all that cool stuff. Yeah. Way north, no COVID. Heck yeah. I just finished watching Jay's video. Nice win, Clayton. Thanks, Rob. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, we spoil, or I feel sorry about that. Okay, sound about right. 300 a head. Did you include lunch? Yeah, they do a shore lunch with that too, for sure. Usually, like our lodge itself, like at Wollaston, like we're $5,200 American for like 4 days of fishing, maybe $5,500 what it is. So you're running like $1,100 a day American for a day of fishing. That's almost, and that's a person. So it's like it's expensive, but we take care of them. It's just a different experience whether you're going on like a southern trip type of thing. So completely different. If you could go fishing with anyone, who would you go with? Cindy, my girlfriend. I don't think she can see the video. She's probably just listening. She didn't see me wink. No, if I could go fishing with anybody, my dad. If I could, I won't talk about it because I get emotional about it. But he's got ALS, so his fishing times are a lot tougher for him. But if I could do cool trips with him, I would love taking tarpon fishing and all that stuff. So yeah, it would be my dad for sure, 100%. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cry. It's sad. $50 for every bullet over 12 inches, just to show Aaron. Amazing. Plus lodging are all included. $5,200. Yeah, that the Chad, the everything's included in that sense. Like I know the guiding in the south is completely different. I'm gonna kind of just get off that topic right now because it's like there's so many different things. But if you want more information, Chad, send me a message on Instagram. I can definitely get you some more information. Well, Wisconsin, where do you fish? Fishing today. Hi. Hello, fishing today. Good to see you. I'm just removing you as a moderator for now, just because I haven't had a lot of stuff going on there or whatever. So nothing. If I get more issues fishing today, we'll add you again. Thank you for everything, though, for sure. You should try and fish in the National Walleye Tour in the States. I'd probably get smoked, Tanner. Probably get smoked. What's your PB sucker? I don't even know what my PB sucker is. I really don't. No. I'm going to do some sucker fishing at some point, though. Be fun. I fished the Duluth Superior Fishing Mountain Streams for cutties. That sounds cool. What's the biggest walleye I ever caught? Chase. It's 32.5 inches, 13.56 pounds. It's my PB. Took my dad and daughter fishing last weekend. Kept it simple with slipovers. That's awesome. Great night. My girl PB twice with a 20 and 21 or 21 a quarter. That's awesome. Congratulations. Congrats on the big win. As the trash talk eliminated. The trash talk from Jay is a little bit more quieter. I think he thought he was going up 2-0. I think he was pretty confident with 83 fish. 82, whatever he ended up with, he was confident, I think. He was also scared that I was on a pretty good average. So, yeah, we're tied up. It's 1-1. Was your PB walleye, river, or lake? It was on a lake. Enter into the head-to-head competitions, run out of Wisconsin. That'd be fun. I would like to do one of those head-to-head tournaments for sure. 81 fish, what do you add? Yeah. I think you should trade your truck in for a new Nissan Titan. I can get you a deal. I like my Duramax. I really do. My Duramax is good to me. It's very good. Cindy, I know you're watching this. You'll have to try some of this. The watermelon soda, vodka soda is pretty good. SK stock trout videos, please. We shall see. I would like to do some more stock trout for sure. What was favorite guided place you've gone to in Canada? I've never been on a guided trip in Canada. I really haven't. I don't think. Because the Sturgeon stuff we did was all on our own. I've never done a guided trip in Canada. I guide, obviously, in Canada. So I'm the favorite guide I've ever been with. Just kidding. There's so many good guides out there. Cheers to All Season Angler. Appreciate it. Jay didn't have a chance against the Schickler. Heck yeah, dude. We took down the dub. This is the first one. We're going to destroy him next time. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I'm going to destroy him again. Cheers. Cheers. Woo! Apple smash. Apple smash me. Head to head on Lake Winnebago for walleyes. It'd be fun. You ever fish Katepwa? I do fish Katepwa a little bit. I haven't fished it in the summer for probably 17, 18 years, so I'll probably spend some time out there this year. Random question. Why does everyone in Canada have a motor you steer with by hand on their boats instead of the steering wheel like you do in US? BDG Meta, go back a little bit in this chat. Go talk about Tiller Life, baby. Tiller Life. Fishing capabilities. You look so strong. Yeah, if you only knew how weak I really was, my day of tossing around 40-inch or 40 horsepower motors and 25s all day on flyouts are over. Clavers J, biggest pike. D. Hoffman, I like that one. I do like that one. Biggest pike challenge in a day? That'd be a good one. I like pike fishing. I really do. I really do. Waited all week and it definitely delivered. Thank you very much. Nice dub. Appreciate it. I had fun editing that video. No, I shouldn't say that. I had fun when that edit was over. That was a 24-hour edit. It's a lot of work. Do you want to try another flavor? No, I'm good, Cindy. Thanks. Thanks, girl. I'm already at 55 minutes. I'm only going to run for 5 minutes. It's really good. I'm not hating on it. I'm just curious. Yeah, no, it comes down to, and I've covered this earlier, so I'll go over it quick right now. It comes to having your office in one little area and better boat control in certain situations. That's probably the best way I can tap it down into a really short, compact version of what we talked about earlier. Live video, miss these. Kyle, you're going to be missing out because it's almost over soon. No, just kidding. Welcome back, Kyle. Kyle's been following me literally since I've had like 10 subscribers. It's pretty cool. Fishing Geeks versus Clay and Jay. That'd be fun for sure. Cindy trying to get me drunk. I know, Dason. She is trying to get me drunk. Trying to take advantage of me. I just posted a video on Lake Winnebago walleye fishing, fished out of my dad's pontoon. Pontoon boats are actually pretty awesome. Not going to lie. Boats with pad for life. Where's your favorite summer Laker spot? I don't have a favorite summer Laker spot. I've only guided. Athpap. I'm going to spend some time in Athpap this year. Keenanow. Reindeer Lake, maybe. First 50-inch pike from southern Manitoba will come from Lake of the Prairies. I agree with that one, Stuart. I do. I need to put some time in there for sure. I do agree. Will I catch it? Probably not. I have a feeling I know who will catch it when it happens, but I could see that happen in Lake of the Prairies for sure. There's giant pike in there. Big girls. Best go-to techniques for high-pressured southern walleye? Probably pulling around a boring Lindy rig all day with a big fat leech on it going like 0.2 to 0.34 miles an hour, really slow, super boring fishing. Probably the best way when it's slow and tough to just hang a big leech in there right in front of their eyes and they just can't resist. It's probably the best way midsummer from what I'm guessing. I just posted a video on flukes. Do you use them? I'll have to watch it there, bud. I don't fish with them very often. I do a little bit. I don't do a lot of plastic fishing besides for bass and for pike. And obviously Lakers too. My son is dying to catch a Laker after seeing your ice videos. I haven't gotten one yet. It'll happen, Mike. It'll happen. Lakers are the king. You ever fished Delaron? No, I haven't. You said you like pike. That lake has one or two. I'll have to look into that, Derek, for sure. Hey, Clayton, I'm from Kenora, but is it okay if I enter the contest to fish with you? Yes. Yeah, it is. If you can get there to come there, Joey, for sure. Enter the contest, please. I just don't want you to get in trouble for coming that far and having issues. But yes, enter the contest. More the better. I think I have like 5 or 6 entries right now. I need to make another announcement about it. I know some people are looking to enter it. But yes, please enter it, Joey, for sure. Enter it. 47-inch Laker was caught on the Gitch a few years ago, Superior. I'm not sure what that means or is, to be honest. How effective is side imaging? Is Panoptis worth the money? I was always unsure about side imaging. It's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Like, I took my dad out the other day and I'm showing him like everything that like, you can see on it. It's pretty awesome. Like, you watch my video, literally when I'm telling, all of a sudden there we go like blip, blip. It'd be like, okay, there was a blip. Now, I haven't figured out obviously which way they're going yet, but it was like I saw a blip, so you cast, I was like, bang, fish. Well, of course, we catch 100 fish in a day. It's easy to say that side imaging was a factor, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's bedtime for this sailor. Craig, thanks for stopping out. Thanks for the hangout. Thanks for all the questions and chatting. Cheers to you. I'm about to call it here pretty soon as well. Gitch is a nickname for Lake Superior. Okay, there we go. See, I learned something today. It's always nice to learn something. My PB largie is 8.5 pounds, which actually Jay put on his video. He did a little story time. It was so good. I feel so bad. Jay made me look so awesome, and all I did was trash talk him all video. But I was payback. He trash talked me so hard. You know, I was all there. So volatile. Jason, I am fishing tomorrow. Bright and early. I'm leaving the house at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, which is soon. I guess I should probably go to bed. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so I'm going fishing. Did you trap all the leeches you used? I did trap all the leeches I used. I did. Did the numbers ramp up after your leech video? Yes, I have been doing pretty good for leeches. One day I'll be good. One day I'll be slower. I'm going to do another leech video in the future, though, for sure. Just watched your video, second competition against Jay. It was awesome day of fishing. Love the videos. Thanks very much, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm in PA school. No fishing for 2 years. Hope you get out somewhere, David. Even if it's just a stream. That's a few more questions, and we're going to head out. What's your dream fishing location to fish? Wherever the best GT fishing is. I answered a little bit about that earlier, but wherever the best GT, magical, tropical islands are, where I could take Cindy and she can hang out on the beach in the warm, and I can go fishing for GTs and bones, that would be like the dream. I would love to be able to afford like somewhere to, you know, like where you got one of those like $15,000 trips and you can go on and I could take her and do all that cool stuff. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Thanks for entertaining content during these damn COVID times. You're welcome, Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. The views are definitely appreciated for sure. Albright knot, FG or other. The FG knot is very, very good. I just don't do it, but I know that's like one of the best knots you can tie. What's your best or what's your go-to leech bait? So far, it's been deer meat. I've heard from somebody in the chat, though, that I should be trying my fish that I've been cleaning, which I will for sure. Do you fly fish at all? I do, Stephen. I fly fish a lot, but for bigger fish, though, predator fish, I love to fly fish for Lakers and for pike, and I'm going to do something probably for some walleye this year. I love to fly fish for that. Carter, uni knot all the way. Carter, yes, I've taught you the uni knot. The uni knot is amazing, but it's not the FG knot. I promise you that. Promise you. Whitetail liver has been my best leech. I'll have to remember that for sure. Costa Rica, Dave. Going back to that, yeah. Next time when I harvest like an animal, I'll keep like the liver, the heart, everything, because I'll use it all for leech bait for sure. I've heard lots of liver's always best. Fly for muskie. I fished with a guy once. Maybe you guys have heard of him, Blake Chocolate. I've guided him twice now at Wilson for pike. He's like an expert like fly fisherman for muskie. I probably have a chance to fish with him at some point if I want. He is an incredible fly fisherman, like incredible. Just finished watching your video after Jay's Uni Knot Nation. Yeah, dude. Clavers Carter, loser goes for a swim. How about if I lose, I just throw him in? Oh, I'd make sure I win somehow. I'd do whatever I'd have to. If he was winning, we just keep fishing. Everybody, I'm going to call it. I do need to go to bed soon so I can get up and drive for 2.5, 3 hours to the lake. Yeah, you caught more walleye than me, Carter. Get over it. No, I'm just kidding. You did. Carter and I were going out to film something the other day at Lake of the Prairies, and my head just wasn't in the filming side of it. And he was up on me like 9-0. Wasn't good. Wasn't good. Thank you very much for Tomorrow Wild. Hopefully we have a nice day tomorrow. I'm fishing with a good friend. So cheers to everybody. Cheers. One more question I'll answer. Not all lakes have leeches. Not all ponds are created equal. I've been learning that quickly. I've been experimenting with different ponds and dugouts and stuff. Some are good, some are bad, some are blah, etc. So yes, that's the last question. Cheers to everybody. Appreciate you all for watching the Jay vs. Clay series. Love you all. We'll do this live chat another 2 weeks or something like that. I'm going to try to do 2 a month. This is my first one in June. We're going to do another one in June, and then we'll go from there. So cheers, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.